Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are located on planet Earth. This is the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Sugar Reports. This is going to be a quick one this morning. Just wanted to point out a couple of things for you. You know, when I do these lives, you may think that I just do it for my health, or I do it for entertainment purposes, or some other thing. And that could not be furthest from the truth. The reason why I do what I do is because I'm trying to help as many people as possible. And you just can't make this stuff up. So real quick, I just want to show you something. All right. Markets move in predictive, repeatable patterns. Markets move in predictive, repeatable patterns. I don't know if you can really see it on the screen, but right here is the mighty Bitcoin Futures Composite Index. Take a look at the low right now. The low so far today, right now, is 30,000 even. 30,000 even. The market has now bounced to 30,455. The market is down 1,495 points, equal to $1,495. The low is 30,000 even. Is it starting to ring a bell yet? I know some of you haven't had your coffee. What was the primary support zone that I've been giving you before the market even hit 30,000? I told you that this primary support range is going to be between 35 down to 30,000. It'll be a wide 5,000 point trading support range. Why did the market just respect the 30,000 and bounce? You can't make this stuff up, people. I put this information out for you for a reason. The PulseWave algos are real. You can't pull this stuff out of the sky. You can't make it up on the fly. These are facts that are also truths. I put the stuff out there for a reason. I prognosticate for you in these markets for a reason, so that you can be well informed and able to make these moves. All right. But see, that's what the pulse waves are for. I tell you what's happening before it happens. Now, you need to know this going forward. This is your first key support zone. If it fails, your next and final support zone is going to be 22,000 down to 20,000. That is it. No more after that. There is no more support after that. I don't care what anyone tells you on social media or on any of the financial networks. Do not listen to them. 22 to 20, that's it. That is the final support. If it fails, you're going to 1,500 and maybe even 750. All right? I know you don't want to hear that. Now, the evidence I give you for a lot of this, you need to go back and peep last night's end of day report and the one before that. And it's entitled The Complete Historical Analysis for Bitcoin and for the US dollar. And I go into great length and detail laying this out for you. Prior to that, I did another special report on September the 6th of 2020. I gave you a Bitcoin overview and a in-depth analysis. And I warned you that this was coming. So don't think it's strange that the market came down to 30,000 even here on these futures and then bounced. Total respect given to the support zone. Doesn't mean it's going to hold, but I just wanted to show you that these algos have repetitive patterns, predictive, repetitive patterns. Now, let me also give you a warning this morning. Right now, the Dow futures are down 334 points. The S&P is down 42 and 3/4 points. The NASDAQ is down 97.5 points. And the Russell My Hustle is down 54.2 points. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be, because the PulseWave reports that came to you last night warned you that this was coming. How did it do that? It gave you crash alerts for these markets, specifically in the NASDAQ and the Russell. You got the crash alerts. All you had to do was crack open the report, and it was right there in your face. Bow. So if you are not short in the NASDAQ or the Russell this morning, it's because you probably didn't have the reports. All right. Now, you're probably thinking, well, how is this happening when GameStop this morning is up to a new high? It's over $200 and some. It's going berserk. It's going bananas. The market is incredibly insane this morning. Yep. But don't chase it. All you got to do is have the PulseWave reports. PulseWave reports told you that the rally alerts that you got was back around the 20 level. You got another one in the 30s, another one in the 40s, and it just kept telling you what's good. So you had opportunity to catch it, but don't blame yourself if you didn't, because what are there, like 10,000 stocks in America? You don't know which one's going to pop on a given day. That's what the report is for. You get the rally alerts, and it's telling you what market is about to go. And then you just pick which one you want to go with, and then you trade it. It's just that simple. But I need to let you know a little something. Again, last night's video was a in-depth, complete analysis of GameStop. So if any one of you who are listening right now are long GameStop and you're living your life, I implore you to watch last night's intraday report, and I implore you to come over to PulseWaveTrading.com so that you won't lose all of your profits. GameStop will come down, and when it does, it's going to be amazing. And people will probably lose all of their money in a single day. It could correct all of this up move in a day. Remember, folks, the markets come down. They fall faster than they rise. You need to understand that. So it's good when it's a bull market. Everybody's a genius. But when the party is over, you don't want to be one of those people on the news this morning that's facing bankruptcy because they shorted GameStop, and now they had to close out those shorts. They got pressed to close out those shorts at a loss, at humongous losses. But they were betting on them. They were betting against the market. And I can't be mad at them, because there were some crash alerts, but it was before this. And that's what happens when you don't use stops too. This is a great lesson. GameStop is a great lesson. There were a lot of big hedge funds shorting GameStop because, the company was in trouble. But see, here's the issue though. It was a good little whipping boy because, business was not doing so well for a long time. So it was an easy, guaranteed short. But this should show you that there's no such thing as guaranteed shorts. Just like there's no such thing as guaranteed longs. Just because the market has been down doesn't mean it's going to stay down. This should be a lesson to everybody. Now, let me give you another warning. This morning, the talking heads were being a little shady with their speech regarding particularly GameStop. And I want you to get ready for this, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I warn you so in a timely fashion so you can take action. These jokers had the nerve to talk about getting regulators involved because GameStop has went up so much. Whenever, ever in the history of Wall Street, have you heard regulators getting involved because people are complaining because the market is going up? When you put money to work for you, when you make an investment, you expect a return on your investment. ROI. You expect return on investment. You expect a growth of your principal. You don't invest money to lose money. You invest it because you want to see your money grow. When have you ever heard people complain because something's growing too fast? Never. But they do complain when they start losing money. The only reason why they're talking about getting regulators involved is because these big old hedge funds got blown up with GameStop because they shorted it and they lost. They got their faces ripped off. They got totally decapitated in the market. They got smoked. All right. They got their faces ripped off, pulled back to the white meat. So now they want to use their little connections at their country club and get the regulators involved because they're saying, you know, Reddit caused this. See, guys, it's about free speech again. Let's use this as an example, ladies and gentlemen, so that we can cut that off. They want to now probably make it illegal for you to talk on forums like Reddit about stocks. Can't share what stocks you want to buy and trade and all that other good stuff. Only they can be allowed to do that. See, they've been doing this. The elite have been having their own Reddit. Their Reddit was the social club, the country club that you weren't a member of because you can't afford to be a member of it. You don't think they go out to dinner and sit around the dinner table and talk about what markets they're into or which ones they think may be a good idea to go raid next? Shorting stocks is a part of the game. It's part of buying stocks. You buy stocks, you also short them. Nothing wrong with that. All right? It provides liquidity in the market. But you don't get to cry home to daddy and cry to the regulators when you lose money. You never trading 101, Wall Street 101, the business of Wall Street 101. The very first thing I ever learned that someone told to me when I was, when I was a little babe doing the Wall Street gig, I was a little babe. You know, the number one lesson I was taught, and this was the first thing that was said to me. They said, you never blame the market, ever. You never blame the market when you're losing money. It's not the market's fault. Well, you know, the market, it's not the market's fault. It's your fault. You have to take responsibility for your actions. Losing money is a part of doing business with Wall Street. It comes with the territory. You're going to lose trades. You're going to lose a little bit of money. You may lose a lot of money if you don't know what you are doing and if you don't take protective measures and use protective stops. Now, I know stops are not a guarantee, but it is a mitigating factor. It does lessen the blow. It is better to have working stops than to not have working stops. Can the market blow past your stops? Yes, it can. But at least the stop loss will help you do what it's supposed to do. That's why it's called a stop loss. It's designed to stop losses. So if the market blows past you and punches you in the face, you're not decapitated. Yeah, you're going to lose. You got slipped. You got gapped up on or gapped down on, but guess what? You're out of the market now. You don't have to worry about it. So as the market continues down that path, you've already cut your losses. That's what it's for. Okay? So it's not the noobs. It's not the Robin Hood traders that are crying to regulators this morning. It's the hedge funds. It's the elite of the world. It's the 1%. It's the sovereign wealth funds. All right, they're the ones that are crying home to daddy and mommy. Do something about Reddit. GameStop is killing us. I just lost a fortune. Stop it. See, this also teaches you another valuable lesson. Just because someone works at Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan or Chase or Citi or whatever and went to an Ivy League school, it doesn't mean that they understand or know how to trade, ladies and gentlemen. Just because a company has the word hedge fund after it doesn't mean that they actually trade and make money trading. Most of them make money working exploits in the market. Has nothing to do with real trading acumen. It has to do with taking advantage of loopholes and gray areas. And like I said, exploiting anomalies. That's how a lot of these big funds make their money. They didn't make money buying GameStop at 20 and taking profit at 220. It's not how they make their money, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they're crying home to daddy. They thought they were smarter than everyone else and that they're privileged than everybody else. And whenever we do something, it's supposed to always work in our favor, no matter what it is. That's the world they live in. That's the world they come from, a world of privilege. When the market's going up, they're like, we're geniuses. I have an Ivy League degree. I have a degree in economics and a degree in finance. Okay. If I say the market's going up, it's going up. If I say it's going down, it's going down. That's the privilege they come from. But this morning, the market is teaching them a different lesson. It's saying, bump your privilege. The market is going higher because right now there are more buyers than sellers. You shorts thought you had the market cornered, and you were wrong. More people came in and said, you know what? This is a little darling. This GameStop is a darling. You know what? It's been so beaten up. So the value players came in and said, we see value here. We think the stock is a little too cheap at $20. I think it'll be better at 50. It's still cheap at 50. I think we can get it to 100. I think it's still cheap at 100. Let's get it to 150. No, it's still cheap at 150. Let's get it to 220. Like it is this morning. I'm sorry. No. It's worse. The pain is enormous. You're looking at GameStop at $300 a share right now, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think I would ever see it again. I've seen Yahoo again. I did everything I see Yahoo again. Yahoo did this, ladies and gentlemen. It went from 30 to 300 in the span of a month. GameStop has now done the same thing. It's gone from $20 to $300. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Go-Go 90s 2.0. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, GameStop is up $150 a share right now, and it is incredible. Incredible. So yes, Melvin Capital closes out position in GameStop. Yes, Melvin Capital thought they knew something. They thought they had GameStop cornered. They said GameStop is dead. There's no way it's going to come back. Now the stock is even worse. If you didn't get out of your short position in GameStop, you're really bleeding today because now it just jumped to $310 a share. You can't make this stuff up, people. Tesla down $16 this morning. Yeah, people getting smoked. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, I don't know how this escaped me, but today is FOMC day. So this is going to be like their first FOMC, first quarter. We'll see what they have to say. Probably not a whole lot of anything. So I don't expect the markets to do too much, but it's too late for that because NASDAQ's down over 200 points and the Russell's down almost 50 points. So hey, it is what it is. Make your money, take your money this morning. All right, pop your way through these trades, ladies and gentlemen, just in case there's a surprise this afternoon. Pop your way through it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to PulseWaveTrading.com, sign up, and watch the tutorial on using the pop method. That way you don't give back all your gains. If anyone under the sound of my voice this morning is long GameStop, you need to right away start popping your way through this market. Because right now you should be playing with the house's money, not yours. So don't take any undue risks. All right? It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Markets do crazy things sometimes, even though they may appear to be irrational. But I know this one thing right now, this morning. I know this. The markets are down because they got crash alerts last night. And that's exactly what the market is giving you this morning. Crash. Dow down, S&P down, NASDAQ down, Russell down. All four major indices down heavy. So anyone long coming into today, you need to recheck yourself, make sure your particular market is what it's supposed to be doing so that you don't get smoked. All right. Okay. Now the Bitcoin futures has now broken the 30,000. So now this is what we need to look at. The market is now at 29,795. Okay. Down over 2,000 points. What you want to see at this point is a close above that 30,000. You don't want to see consecutive closes below the 30,000 because if you do, you run a risk of like 98% probability of going to the last and final support zone of 22,000 down to 20,000. All right. So anyone who is using the pulse waves to operate in the Bitcoin, if you are short, pop your way through this thing. Okay. If you're long, recheck your priorities and, make sure you're doing what you need to do. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. Now, I'm going to let you know something. See, all they had to do was come over here to the pulse waves. But, these big firms, they look down on people like us. They figure they don't need us. But I ain't the one getting smoked. I ain't the one that got forced to close out a long, short position in GameStop. Now, GameStop, we will get a crash alert for GameStop at some point. And when we do, I'll let you know about it. Because then it's going to be fun to take a short position. It's going to be a lot of fun. See what I'm saying? There's a time to short and there's a time not to short. And the time to do something in the markets is when you get your rally or crash alerts. So that's what it is, folks. That's all I can say. All right. You need these pulse waves, man. I think today is a perfect example. You got these big hedge funds getting tore up, facing bankruptcy this morning, getting forced to close out these positions, facing margin calls. And that is an awkward conversation. I used to hate having to get on the phone when I ran the trade desk, and having to make those calls. Sir, you're down $50,000. You're in a $50,000 deficit in your account. How would you like to handle this? We basically need a wire from you today by 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or we will have to be forced to close out your position at this current loss level. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I can send you a check. No, that's not going to do it. We need a wire. How you want to handle this? We need a wire. Oh my goodness. You got to take the good with the bad, the happy with the sad, right? It is what it is. This is not a joke, man. This is how we make our livelihood. This is our livelihood. This is what we do. This is how we eat. This is how we earn a living. Okay. So either you approach the markets as a business, or you approach the markets as a casino, like a few of these hedge funds did today. They approached the market as a casino. The market is not a casino. This is not gambling. However, if you don't know what you're doing, then yeah, it can be treated like gambling. Let's put all our money on red GameStop. GameStop's in the red. It's facing bankruptcy. Let's go ahead and put all of our money in that one basket and short it. Do you have a sell signal? Don't need a sell signal. Look at the fundamentals. Look at the fundamentals. Look at the fundamentals. Fundamentals. Well, the fundamentals this morning say you broke. Yeah, they getting punished this morning, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a really good life lesson. I had to cover this. I had to talk to you about this. This is a perfect life lesson in the making. And again, round of applause for the pulse waves. Called today's market perfectly. All right. And I've already put my pop in for the short Nasdaq and the short Russell. Did a little something, little light, little light. You know, just a little something, something. I already popped myself in. So regardless of what the market does, if it pulls back and stops me out, it stops me out with profit, and I'm all right with that. I'm good with it, and you can be too. If you just come on over and stop playing around, come on over to PulseWave Trading and do what you need to do. Handle your business, man. Build that income stream for you and your family. If you don't have a family, then do it for yourself, man. Because they're talking about that universal income. They're doing everything in their power to make that a reality. I covered it yesterday. I showed you how they're using computers and humanoids to do your job. Oh, I'm safe. I work in healthcare. Nope. They already got an algorithm that can act as a doctor and prescribe medicine and diagnose conditions. You didn't know that? They've been using that forever. That's not new. They've been using that since the 90s. Matter of fact, Kaiser Permanente, their whole business model was based on it. Their doctors had scripts. Yeah, they had a script. They had a notebook that told them what to do. Person comes in with a cough, check this, and that, ask this, and that, ask that question, and then do this, and this, and then prescribe this, and this, or that. Yep. Algorithm. So, and now we have even better technology. So you don't think that you think that's a big leap, a big step when we've been doing it since the 90s? Yeah, folks. Brave new world it is. Welcome to the brave new world. Because you are here. You are here. All right. So with that being said, that's all I got, man. I got to bounce. Got things to be, got place to be, things to do. Got to bounce. So I will be back this evening with the end of day report. And you definitely don't want to miss that. All right. Smash that like button. You know what it is. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can by way of profits and give nothing back. And I am out. Peace.